morning, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
There is another reason to fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you will understand why. You must try to remember me and your true self as well. You will birth a god and build an eternal paradise.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
This song keeps evolving in ways that I don't expect. How are we all doing? I was just vibing with it, and then it changed, and I was vibing with it, but different, and then vocals kicked in. Like, what is happening? Well. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Droblin. Good morning, Storm. Good morning, Tupper. Hope we're all doing well. I'm glad that I chose to do the UFO ending for the midweek instead of Dead Aim, because tomorrow at work is looking like it's probably gonna be really fucking busy. Yeah, you're so right. Behaving, you power bottoms. No, tomorrow at work looks like it's gonna be busy. So I was like, well, I'll try to fit the stream in tonight then, and then halfway through work ended up getting, it was low key, but a migraine kicked in. So I've been trying to shed that for the last couple hours. And I think we're leveling out. I think we're coming down off of it. As the sun goes down, I think the pressure is shifting in a way that is working in my favor. And I was able to get a painkiller into me when I got home. So those things together appear to be working. But regardless, Silent Hill 3 is now a game that I'm quite well acquainted with. I know how to navigate it. So that makes it low-key. And also, the UFO ending, as I've been saying, Leaf, finally, you can sell those fucking weeds. You've been hoarding those for so long. No, the UFO ending is also going to cut the campaign roughly in half. So I mentioned how with the first game, the UFO ending shaves off like the last hour or so, give or take. You get it around like 80-85% through the game. Silent Hill 2 You have to go even further. I would say you're like at least 90% through the game before you can get the UFO in that one. But this one will be like roughly 50% through the game. And then it'll end. So it's like, it's low key and it's low key. So it's just, we're gonna mellow. I love this game. I need to actually fucking finish this one too. I think I put like, I want to say I was like 120 hours into it, and I don't think I was through even like 30% of the campaign. I just had so much fun wandering the goddamn wasteland. The deserts of Afghanistan. Doing all the little stealthy bits. It was so fun. It's a weirdly... It is, honestly. It's weirdly cozy. It's like the world just has so much going on that you can just like ambiently play with. I don't know. I need to go through and finish it. Well, like, okay. Part of why I haven't is because I did actually start to do... similar to what I'm doing now with Resident Evil, actually. I started to do a little bit of a deep dive. Because I had always grown up around Metal Gear Solid. Several of my cousins and a good friend of mine are all, like, absolutely in love with the franchise, but for different titles in it. So I've seen, like, all of them at various points growing up. But I had not played them. And I was working through all of them last year before I got into streaming. And then streaming was where most of my gaming went. So I did hit a little bit of a roadblock because I'm doing the same thing to a lesser degree. I'm playing all the ones that are considered at least mostly canon. So I made it through 1 through 3, like basically rapid fire back to back. Had a great time. And then I started working through Portable Ops. And while I like it, it wasn't holding me the same way the other ones were. So I've just kind of been like very, very slowly chipping away at it. But then I got to a boss and got absolutely rinsed over and over and was like, oh, I'm not enjoying this. So I need to recalibrate. Wish I liked more Portable Ops more. I can see, like, it was the blueprint to a lot of other mechanics that the franchise adopted. But it's definitely, like, rough. It's a little rougher. Peace Walker improves. Yeah, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Free update for Little Kitty Big City. Yeah, there is. I didn't know you played that game. Otherwise, I would have made that known much sooner. Like a little photo mode, essentially. Customize your little kitties and take photos of them. That's good shit. We don't have that one yet, but it's on our list. We'll keep an eye out. See if a sale pops up soon. I should capture this game. There we go. Yeah. I will eventually get back onto the Metal Gear Solid grind because I know. So one cousin was like a super fan of the first game. And then another friend played a lot of the Twin Snakes version while I was growing up. Another cousin adores 2. So I saw a lot of 2 ambiently growing up. Pops in here from time to time to say hi. My buddy Mongoose obsessed with 3. I know I've watched him play through 3 on multiple occasions. And then another friend is like head over heels for 4. And I'm not at 4 yet. So I'm like, all right. I got to make all these guys proud. Yeah, my cousins. Whoa. You know how it goes. Family's scary. No, they're all lovely. A lot of my exposure to a wide array of game genres came from those specific cousins. Because my dad lived in a duplex, and we would visit him on the weekends, and said cousin lived in the other half of the duplex, so we would very frequently go over to visit aunt, uncle, cousin, all that. 24 grand. Pro gamer. No, we would very frequently go over there, and while we didn't have a lot in the way of consoles ourselves, that cousin had, like, they had a SNES, they had a NES, they had an N64, they had PlayStation 2. So while we couldn't play all of them, we would go over frequently and like watch them play stuff. But that was where I got my SNES and N64 fix most of the time, so that was good shit. Hello, welcome in. We are about to get started here. I've just been rambling. But yeah. So eventually I'll finally make it through the rest of Metal Gear Solid. But I have played 1 through 3, and I retrospectively really loved them. In the moment, I realized that brand of stealth game frustrates me a little bit, because they challenge me by giving me a non-lethal option. So my brain says, you're not allowed to kill anybody. So I play non-lethal, even though I'm not great. And it would be so much easier to just fucking kill everybody, you know? But I can't do it. So, we'll get there eventually. I'm sure on I'm sure. Let me recalibrate. I am sure on subsequent playthroughs, I will have less of an issue with murder because I've done it mostly non-lethal the first time. You know? But they're not easy. They're decently challenging games when you're not great at that brand of game. Anyway, the order for today, that's not the button I wanted to push. Hi. Sorry. I was too far up on my keyboard. I meant to hit escape. But I have my little, it's like a micro keypad that I have all my bindings hooked up to, and I hit the wrong one. Anyway, we're here now. We're doing the thing. Just gotta make sure volume's okay. Yes. Violent and cruel game. Something of a not great player myself. We've all got games that we love, but are not stellar at playing. The important thing is we're still having a good time and we still love the experience, right? Hang on. Well, I'm gonna let this song play because it's an absolute rip and bop and I love it every single time, but I need to...
Hold it!
Goodness.
Cheryl, have you seen her?
I have to find her. 7 months. Good God. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I was gonna say, I just need to remove my sweater, so I'm gonna leave you with this tune for a sec. I guess I don't really have to go anywhere to do that, so I just have to remove my headset. That's what it's all about. Yeah, you gotta have fun. If you're playing a game and not having fun, then why? Fucking why? Just like play a different game. Is it the only game you own? It's 2025. Surely you have more than just one. Like there are free games even that you could probably pick up, have more fun than the one that you're not enjoying, you know? Oh no, this is a chore? Listen, I played live service for like 10 years, and I burnt out on video games. I stopped. Hello, Kel, welcome in. No, like literally, I stopped playing video games because I just wasn't enjoying the concept of picking up a game until I set that one down and was like, you know what? Let me like just try to play something else. And immediately fell back in love. I played a story game and was like, oh fuck, having like an end goal? That shit rocks. Having like a definitive start and end point? Good god. I didn't realize how bad I needed that. Hilariously too, of all games, it was fucking Armored Core 6 that did it. I like basically binge played Armored Core 6 and was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. Used to refer to the last MMO as a second job simulator. Genuinely, like that's they get to that point, and you either need to like somehow overwrite that part of your brain that worries about the FOMO, or just put it away. Right? Like if you can't get over the fact that you'll miss stuff, you can't play the game. You know? Oh, because it was like I was playing Destiny 2, right? And over the last couple years, it grew more and more to a point where it was basically like, if you're not putting in X amount of time each week, you are just missing stuff, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. And at that point in time, I was too busy with work and was too spent in general, again, because of work, to also be making my gaming a chore, you know? It was rough. I couldn't do it. So I put it down. And then got back into games. Played, honestly, like, just an absolute boatload of games that I never would have expected to have been able to take the time for. And then September started streaming, and we've still just been ripping through games. I'm not tired at all. Like, I've been having such a great time. And if you had told me that this was possible 2 years ago, I would not have believed you. I was like, oh, it can still be that fun? Really? There's no way.
What a nightmare.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Exvius. Cute little game for a time. That's cute. Making friends through games is something I do miss. But somewhere between high school and now, I developed a pretty seizing social anxiety. So that's harder for me to do now. I used to do it all the time. I played a shitload of MapleStory and met a lot of cool people there that I am unfortunately no longer in contact with, but they were lovely at the time.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner.
And see, Storm, that's the thing. If you still enjoy seeing the numbers go up,
Yeah, I guess I was.
you're still getting something out of it.
I'm coming home now.
And that's important.
Didn't get that
but you found a balance if you're able to put it down from time to time. That's healthy. That's good shit.
Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
The challenging games. Every boss took me a lot of tears and sweat, yeah. See, I'm fortunate in that most of the time, when it comes to high skill ceiling combat games, I'm mostly pretty proficient. I'm worried about getting to Hollow Knight personally, because I feel like it's gonna kick me like that. Because I'm not generally that great at like platformers, but it's spoken so highly about. Like, one of my brothers adores that game to pieces. I have been enjoying watching Kel play it. That's been a cool experience, seeing a little bit. It's still on my list, but I'm nervous that the combat's gonna kick my ass a little. Although I did, mind you, they're the versions in the collection that have like a modified save system, but I did get through the Mega Man Zero games, and those are fucking hard. Of all the Mega Man games, Mega Man Zero is unforgiving. That game will chew you up and spit you out. What is happening to my face? Sorry. Hello? Can I do something with this? I'm confused. I have too many hobbies. You are very busy. You are oh yeah, we have this. Hang on. No, we need to unpause. There we go. That's the thing. You need to find the balance, right? Make sure that you're enjoying the time you spend gaming. As it is meant to be fun. So we had our little magical girl sequence there. Let me save. See if that activates anything here. Forgot that I have that save file way down there. I need to do something about that. It's a mess. Okay. I know that the item that I unlocked to get this ending.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Cass. Welcome in. I hope you are well. No, I know that the item I got to unlock or to get the UFO ending said that it can only be used when no weapon is equipped. Which is why I'm fiddling around with all my buttons here, because I don't know how that'll actually work. I guess we'll see. Definitely enjoying gaming more. Have a limited time to do it. That's fair. Made you picky about trying new games. That's also fair. The other part of that coin is that newer games also tend to be expensive. So it's like it's hard to be willing to take a chance on something new as well. There we go. That's what's happening. I was in a save room. Okay. Didn't expect that. So the way this end works, I need to kill 33 enemies with that. But do it with her head haunted by demonic sigils. And also shoot laser beams from her eyes. This is a horror game. I need to remind you all, this is a horror game. This game is meant to be scary. This is a spooky game. Oh, I love video games. I fucking love video games. Oh god, we're gonna have a great time. I love this playthrough already. Oh, this is gonna be a great way to cap off the UFO trilogy. I'm so excited. Alright, we already know what happens here, right? She picks up that gun, she guns down the closer. I gotta unequip that, though. F better have UFO ending. I might cry. If they start adding new UFO endings to the franchise, I might cry. The lightsaber. The lightsaber caught me off guard too. That was very good. What's going on here? Why are you? Oh, you're just staring at the corpse, are you? Okay. Oh, I know we do technically have one more UFO to get, but it's not a new one. It's a revised one, because I have not gotten UFO in the Silent Hill 2 remake yet. But this is still technically the last of the Team Silent UFOs, so my statements are not inaccurate. Oh, but I know a couple of the well, I understand why now. I've seen that referred to as the sexy beam, and now I get it. Now I know why. If you can't hear it, that's literally what she's saying. So 110% gonna be my island forever. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. You found all the goodies that you wanted. No, what was I saying? I know... Oh yeah, the saber. I know the non-Team Silent ones, a handful of those have UFO endings. But in general, a lot of the endings in those ones are a little bit lackluster. I'm not as into the way that they execute them. Because generally, the way they play it out, in the Team Silent games, the way that you play the game dictates kind of what happens afterward. But for the most part, with the non-Team Silent ones, you get a little more of a, like, you played this way, so this is what happened before the game. And I don't like that, per se. I would rather it affects the end definitively, you know? I still don't think I've used a single beef jerky. I keep picking them all up, but I don't think I've used one. Taki Yakapus. That's one way to say that. And I haven't missed the map, have I? I know I'm gonna need it. Is it in here somewhere? Or am I a fool? Am I playing a fool? I feel like it's by one of the elevators. Familiar with the game does not mean I'm good with the maps yet. I'm still... Sense of direction is still not great. And it never will be. I will get lost, so I do still need the map. I will, forever. I will forever need the map. So. Something else that I did want to mention. Konami is doing their own little showcase Thursday. And I know it's very, very much wishful thinking. But I've got my fingers crossed that maybe we'll hear about some ports, you know? Some little ports. Master Collection Volume 2. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you in that regard as well. So they did explicitly say, I believe they are going to show more about Delta and F. But they did specify and more when they announced the showcase. So, still coming? What's going on here? Look, my attacks are limited now. I wonder if that has to do with my health. Because I am low health now. Okay, pal. Interesting. Yeah, so I attack slower if I'm lower health. That's very good to know. About there being a segment about the future of Metal Gear. That would be interesting regardless. Fingers are crossed, because like I have been curious about that. So while I know that there are great creators out there that could probably do the franchise justice, Kojima just has such a thumbprint, you know? Like, he really does. I know that it's not just him, it's a whole team thing, but also, like, he still has most of his team that kind of went with him. So it's like, who would take up that torch and do it the appropriate justice, right? But all the same, it's fine left as is. And that's fair as well. Honestly. Just like finishing the collection ports. I don't know, if you really wanted to, you could do some modernized remakes, but that's not necessary either. Okay, so it does have a charge to it, never mind. Rising 2? That would be wild. Honestly, yeah, just more like spin-offs to the franchise too. Because it's a unique enough universe that you could do some fun stuff. seeing where the barrier is going to be for this. The sexy beam isn't making the zombies sexier. Why? You're not attracted to the warm bodies? Is that what these ones are called? I think they're warm bodies. I guess, to be fair. Not these ones. The closer are definitely a little more attractive. What was this key for? I don't remember. I picked it up and forget. Was it you? It's not you. It's... Cafe? No. It's this one. Ooh, zombies the future. You've been saying it. It has to be true. I do not remember what order these go in. Swap these two. 2657. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't add it. I forget what it was as well. Trying to remember. I'll go digging. I made a highlight, so I'll just have to go back on the VOD. Hello. Put your fucking tootsies away. We don't need to see that. Yeah, I also just genuinely I do not remember. You're right that it wasn't quite a moan, but I know it was like weird enough that I was like, that'll be a good one, I think. Showed your coworker 3 different cats. That's on brand. Where am I going? Where'd it come from? Came from there. Elevator? No elevator? Wait, where have I gone? What the fuck? How am I getting lost in tiny... Okay, there is an elevator. Sometimes I'm a lone cat, well, hi cat. Collective soul cat. You might have to... Yeah, you might have to share these. Obviously, I remember immediately which one well high is. And I know that I'll remember the other two, but not just by name. A YouTube video. Hi, dogs. Get beamed. Okay, so she gets tired. I don't have ammo, but she gets tired. And then I need to wait for her to recharge. So I'm wondering then, because running exhausts, can I not run if I want to be shooting? Haven't seen that video in years. Alright, fine, I'll click it. Power Rangers pose is great, honestly. Oh yeah. That is a good one. That is a good video. Ah. Hi, dog. Get vaporized. I don't like that I can hear one eating through the wall. It's a little something. Is that one well high? Yeah, it's well high. I know that one. I know that one by heart. Oh my god. Alright. I obviously can't watch that whole thing right now, but I get it now. Sometimes I'm alone too, cat. I get ya. It's still fully in my brain that I need to try every door. I apologize to everyone. I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's in my blood. Like you know? I have to check the doors. In fairness, like, I don't remember which ones are actually the ones to go through most of the time. But I know that I don't have to check every single one. But also I do. I can't not. Cats are great, honestly. I will never not be heartbroken that I'm allergic. Honestly, it's one thing to like give me as many allergies as I have, but it's cruel divine punishment to make me also allergic to cats. Kill this one. No, stop turning around, Heather. What are you doing? Look, it's getting up now. Look what you did. You fucked up. This is all your fault. Now you're exhausted. Exhausted and out of power. It's fine. Yes, this is where we need to go. Because it's got the ladder. Hello? What am I stuck on? Table. I can't reach it. Oh no. I should say too, a big thing is the kill has to come from the beam itself. So you will see me not stomping things. Because the stomp on the ground will override what killed it. Flashlight. I don't need the bullets. We're not using that. We're not using that here. That's brilliant. Everyone has to be in on the cat song. They have no choice. Alright, so I just need to maneuver around them like that. That's fine. That's good. How are you alive? Become not. Doors. All these doors. Do any open? Just the one. Fair enough. Right, I need the hanger. Oh my god. I can't see this clothing hanger. Because I don't have my flashlight turned on. You got up? Perfect. Extra kill for me, baby. I have not been counting enemies. I know we're going to kill way more than 33 by the time we actually get to where we're going. But I have not been counting. I probably should be. Just to be 100% sure that we've gotten what we need. At least 2. We can start counting now. Three. It was 3, because there was a dog in that room, too. And I guess those corpses are still there, so that makes 6. Take a shot every time she says sexy. You would kill somebody. Like, someone would genuinely die from that. Take a shot of water every time she says it. Fucking bet. Tupper, don't you dare. Goodness me. Who's here? Ah, it's you. That was a terrible time to do that. Well played. Oh, brilliant. Honestly, just that, like, the simple whimsy of that would probably make my day. Wait, where have I not checked? I know. Wait, there's a door there. Is that one open? Well. Well. Saw our favorite former neighbor. Yeah, she was lovely. We hadn't seen her in a while, so we kind of came to the conclusion that she had moved. She had. To confirm. She had moved. Move. Get me out of here. In the chat, like 2 drunk girls in the bathroom. Honestly. Wish I could have had any experience even remotely like that. What did I get from in here? Did I get anything? I just need to go upstairs. I got healing item. You are like a forest fairy. You can both be forest fairies. That's the best part. Excuse me? I beg your pardon? Why is it different? What's happening here? Wait. Wait. Hold up. Hang on. There are variations? How did I do that? Let go of me, dog. Eyes are so shiny. I don't know how I did it. Get out of here. I have no idea how that happened. Anyway. God, anime. Oh, in this outfit too. Don't fuck with me. God damn it. Is there nothing in here? Why am I in here? Oh, we have a goddamn ad. Ad coming up. 2 minutes. Fair warning. Is there nothing in there? Hold up. Where is it? Downstairs. What door did I unlock? It was that one. That doesn't get me anywhere either. I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. I'm missing something somewhere. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Plot Superman the Bible. He is God and anime. Oh my goodness, I don't remember where to go. How do I get through that door? There's a locked door down there. The dramatic zooms into the map. That's just because I'm blind. This doesn't do anything, does it? If I interact with you, you're just funky little TV cutscene. Nothing down here in the escalator. Oh, you're just an escalator over the void. Did I miss something down here? I might have. I probably did. Let's be real. Let's be the realist real. I probably just didn't see something that I was meant to see. Smile a lot during the stream. I love that. There's a lot going on. It doesn't change how lost I am, but... Hi, welcome. I'm Verily Dusk. I've played this game like 5 times and I still don't know where I'm going. I know it's locked. Okay. I'm missing a key. Where have I not gone? Where must I go? What have I yet to see? Yet to find? It wouldn't be the elevator again, would it? That'd be wild. That'd be wacky and wild. I don't know. How did I get out of here? There it is. Finally got the sisters. Make custom patterns? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For a long time, the sisters were probably my favorite NPCs. Had a very soft spot for them. Need nepotism to be allowed to make paths. Well, like custom paths. I know this is blocked, but let me fill it in. A pretty sure it's the same the other way. But let me, this way. All the phones are broken. Who borked my phone? Listen, buddy, quit stepping on glass. It's bad for your feet. Now that's blocked too. Maybe, is there more this way? Did I just not go? I don't think I went, I don't think I went far enough. There's more in here, isn't there? Wait, no, you're blocked. Hi. Who's doing that? Goodness me. How do I always get lost in the mall? It's the first area. What am I doing? How am I always getting lost in the mall? Shopping addiction is a real issue. That's the worst part, is I'm not even buying anything. I'm just running in circles. Twiddling my thumbs, staring at my feet. You know? There are only so many places to go. Fire truck, I meant to tell you that might be happening. There was a notice in the laundry room saying that one of the buildings is doing a drill. It's like rescue training or something in one of the buildings in the park. And the notice was basically just saying, like, while it's ongoing, keep your kids away from the drill because it's a thing that's happening. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So it's fine, they're just training. Don't worry about it. Ghouls and goblins indoors. Yep, yep, yep. 100% sounds made up. Go check the mailroom. Set the building on fire and then made this up. No, no, no. If I listen. If I were going to commit arson, I would let you know. I wouldn't just spring that on you. You would be informed. You're like, we're not seeing something in here. There has to be something in here. Because, like, there was nothing in here. What the heck is the point of this room? Did we get anything in here? What's the point? Whine and a very transparent plea for sympathy? Absolutely. Anytime. I know this is locked. I know why it's locked. By a fellow NB. That's tragic. Tragic and rude. This door's open. This is the door we're missing the whole time. That's really frustrating, yeah. Like, I know in my case, I try not to take it too much to heart because I'm not super transparent about it yet. I am here on the platform, but it's like, it's all pretty comparatively fresh for me. So I get it when it happens to me. Because frankly, most people just don't know yet. So it's like, you feel a little wince, but I understand. It's not cool if they know and should know better. That's just rude. Like, what the fuck? I know, don't stress. It's so fresh. It's so fresh. That I fully understand most people who already know me and have known me for fucking ever will probably slip up here and there. Why is that happening? No, of course. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it should know better. Someone who should know better. Because, like, what, how, fucking, how would they feel? Like, come on, man. Come on. What the hell? What the hell is this, a walking anus? I mean, it's, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's, where did I come from? I ran a whole circle. Don't remember where I started. There we go. I get to make chemicals. Chemical weapons. Specifically for this exact segment coming up. That's not cool. That's just... That's... Sorry, that's a red flag. That feels like a red flag. Just like kind of an unfortunate reminder of we support everyone in the community But we don't have to like everyone in the community. You know what I mean? People are still people, and frankly, you can't like everyone. Unfortunately. You would hope that they would know better, but that just feels gross. That's a little ucky. It is a very important distinction. Off the chest, as it were. I get that. No, I do. Just having to vocalize the frustration to stop spiraling it in your brain. I understand in general. Like, I mean, how often do I say with anything? This is a mostly Tupper question because she actually lives with me. But like, how often do I say that just like vocalizing a thought helps kind of clarify it? It's like even just when I'm formulating ideas, I will spew them kind of at her just so that they are pieced together in a coherent way that I wasn't able to do when they were exclusively in the brain. It's very much the same with like venting. You can kind of move on from the thought and stop spiraling on it after vocalizing it. Weekly absolute minimum? I'm sorry. But no, vocalizing anything does really help. You don't realize how easy it is to spin things in your own brain until you get them out of your own brain. Stop spinning them. Fully out of energy. Mostly, I just worry about it when I know we're both at work. But I have, like, arguably a lot more freedom in my work. And we'll just occasionally send, like, 3 text messages. To put my thoughts into some form of coherency. Do the same thing. Usually start with, is this rational or do I just have... brain idiot fungus is really good. Idiot brain fungus, you know, same thing. Oh, that's really good. I'm definitely gonna forget, but I want to steal. I want to steal idiot brain fungus and keep that in my back pocket. That's so funny. Every game demo included, yeah, they did. They did. You're right. There was a lot of non-binary representation happening. That, I'm still honestly thinking about the character creator from that one base builder. It was wild how in-depth the character creator was for a game that's primarily about, like, base management. No, but it is fun to see how much more, like, general representation is happening. There's, like, my realization of things came so late in my life because I just didn't have exposure to that as an option. You know, like, there was no awareness. It wasn't until literally after a couple years of, like, working with a handful of non-binary kids, essentially, on our staff roster, that I was like, this is a thing that exists. People can be neither, and that's an option. Because, like, I've literally never felt aligned with birth gender. Ever. Never in my life. But the opposite was also not right, you know? Doing a full 180 on it didn't feel correct either. So the questioning kind of stopped. Because I didn't know there was more. You know? And then once the realization happened that there were more options, and things started to get unpacked a little bit, I was like, oh god. Oh my. It kind of hit so rapid fire that I spiraled a little bit on it. I'm gonna be real. I definitely had a little bit of a hard time. Older queers in my village being so cool and approachable, that's incredible, genuinely. Where we are is we do have a decent queer crowd, and we have like a lot of art folk, but it is generally a place that is pretty small town, and a lot of people are pretty closed off. It's like I had a lot of online trans exposure, but it was never, like, it was never firsthand. And the online representation in the circles that I would stumble into was not, like, the most in-depth. So there wasn't a lot to go on other than just the binary of it, right? And, like, yeah, I had seen a little bit of, like, the they-them being thrown around here and there, but it wasn't enough of an exposure, especially not for where my head was at that time, because I was not fully present for a very long time. Brain was not good. Bad brain. Very cloudy. So without, like, the blatant exposure to non-binary people in my personal circles, it was very, very, very on the peripheral. And so it was not something that was being thought about at all. You know? Extremely fringe exposure. Absolutely. Idiot gender focus. It's just there, like, it's one of those fucking things that it's like, in retrospect, there were so many signs. Over and over and over. You know? There were so many signs. Hi, buddy. Good fight. Sometimes it needs a more obvious sign. I mean, that's like... That's just what it is. Especially where my mental health was at the time.
What? It's the shopping mall just like before.
Yeah, no, I know. I appreciate that, Tup, I do.
Am I back?
I just didn't fully understand the implications of where that would go. You know? You were able to suss it out of me way before either of us knew what it actually meant. Sounds a lot like my venture into knowing they're neurodivergent. Yeah, that's... It's nice to see just like generally how much discussion around a lot of these topics is happening now and has been for the last handful of years especially, because like they really were not prevalent in my childhood at all. From my birth I rose an agender person. Gender who don't know her. Yeah, that's fair. Kind of coming to terms with it and realizing, right?
You must be
Like,
one of them.
I'm not upset about how my upbringing went. I do just also kind of wish that I had the opportunity to explore some of the thoughts a little bit deeper. But there was a lot going on. But in general, like, I came from a very, not toxically, but extremely masculine upbringing. Because, like, even my mom is, like, super tomboy, right? Super, super tomboy. And I have 3 younger brothers. Most of my childhood friends are all male. Like, it just wasn't there. I don't remember where I am in this place. Oh, it's not like I only, like, I played this game, like, literally less than a month ago or anything, right? I'm gonna use the migraine as an excuse. that's that's what I'm gonna fall on. I know that there's shit down a handful of these. Just don't remember what is where or anything like that. If I read that, I'm gonna get pushed onto the tracks. I don't feel like doing that. just skipping all the cutscenes anyway, so there's no point in getting a secret cutscene. Not secret, but like a bonus cutscene. Why is that playing? Maybe it was the newspaper that I read. I thought it was the book, but it's fine. Anyway, that's the cutscene that I was saying I was gonna not activate. So here we are. Whoopsie. So it's just the healing items there. Cool. Wonderful. No, there are significantly fewer enemies in the subway than there are in the mall and the office building thereafter. So we'll try to bask in that peace a little bit, knowing that we do need enemies because I still have to kill a bunch. Again, I should have been counting. I know there's significantly more than 33 enemies between the start of the game and where the ending happens. So as long as I'm killing them, there's no question whether or not we'll get it. Have to be an exact amount. Everything that I was seeing said exactly 33. I need to kill exactly 33, and well, at least, rather, I should say at least 33. But the exact number for qualifying is 33. Heard Alice scream me killing a spider. Ah. But what kind of spider? What was it? Chose murder. Sometimes the fear is real. I do understand. We get a lot of cellar spiders around the apartment. And like mostly they're fine because they just vibe up in the corner of the room. They don't really... They're mostly not present. But occasionally we do definitely find them creeping in places that's like, I don't want you around here, actually. And I tried really hard to just like relocate them because they're super harmless. But I got to the point where we were like finding just babies, and I was like, no, okay, this is excessive. There's too much. Tarantula season in Arizona? Yeah, that's... You know... I'm not, like... super... like, I don't have a phobia of any little bugs or anything. But there's a discomfort, for sure. I would not be into a spider that large, just like wandering around the house. That's not for me. That octopus was for the tarantula season. I mean, I know they can't be seen, but same legs. Same leg number. They're twinsies to some capacity. Understand people being creeped out. Find them creepy, but also nice. See, I don't hate them. I don't hate spiders. Actually, the friend who helped us get in contact with the breeder who sold us our snake. He just generally, like, he's into exotics, period. Like, it's not just snakes. He's had a handful of different kinds of lizards. But he also has a thing for the creepy crawlies. His primary fixation tends to be isopods. Most of my isopod exposure came from him. But he does also keep a handful of different species of tarantula. And while I refused to handle them, it was really cool seeing them up close. They're fascinating little creatures. Being able to see them from the road is a culture shock. That's valid. Like, the biggest thing for me is just knowing, like, I know not all of them are dangerously so, but knowing that a lot of spiders do have potentially problematic venom is a whole thing for a lot of people. And I know, like, a lot of folks' discomfort with snakes is a similar issue. But if you ever want to see a snake that is technically venomous, that is also, like, just fucking adorable, you gotta look up hognose snakes. They're really cute. Out of those rubber ducky isopods into Ellie's bug list, that's awesome. They're so cute, right? Love hoggies. They're wonderful. They're so... You can tell there's not quite enough going on behind the eye. You know? They don't read as stupid at all, but, like, they're definitely not all there. You know what I mean? Oh, and their little faces, I don't know, just the shape of their face is really cute. And they come up in my space that we got beef, and that's fair. I get that. They have golden retriever brains, but in a snake body, they kind of do. They have that energy, don't they? That's a great way to put it. That is a really good way to put that. I just love, like, most of the burrowing snakes do that thing where when they are not burrowed, they're, like, perpetually trying to burrow. So, like, that's why you constantly see them, like, driving their nose into people's palms, because they're genuinely trying to get underneath the sand. It looks so dumb and so cute. Much less people who fear spiders. If they'd be the size of cats. Potentially. Potentially. Being able to see features mostly tends to help, for sure. Surface warm, it's sand. That's gotta be what's happening there, right? But I know hognose is also just like, they're little weirdos. They do have a tendency to bite. Don't know if I fully agree with the statement. Fortunately, we don't have to experiment and find out. So some of them have extreme cute eyes. Jumping spiders absolutely do. Jumping spiders have really cute features. Look, buddy, I need you to... There we go. I mean, jumping spiders are probably the definitive cute spider. And they are terrifyingly smart. Like, they are very, very intelligent for a creature that small. But they're great because they actually... They have, like, they hunt other spiders, even. Like, they will hunt and eat other spiders. So if you have an issue with other spiders, just get a couple cute little jumping spiders roaming around, and they'll eat them for you. As well as, like, pests, they'll eat fruit flies, they'll eat house flies, they'll eat pretty much any other bug. As long as it's not, like, a huge predatory bug itself. Like, if you pitted a jumping spider against something that's not going to reach at all, is it? Something like a mantis, I don't think it would work. I think the mantis would win 100%. No. But no, they do. I don't know, they're great little guys. Oh no, that's true. Oh yeah. The split focus. I've absolutely had that happen before. Actually, like, just the other day, I had a stream going on my phone that I was mostly actively paying attention to. But then came upstairs partly to work on something and partly to set up some lurks because, like, fucking everyone was streaming all at once and it was a little bit stressful, honestly. I was like, how can I support this many people all at the same time? I think I had like 8 tabs open. But while I was doing the work that I was trying to get done, I had like my earbud in and one of my like computer monitors in. So I was hearing 2 different streams from either side and kept like thinking something was happening in the one that I could see because my phone was downstairs. So I was seeing one on the screen and hearing that in one ear, but then hearing the one downstairs on my phone in my other ear and kept like thinking something else was happening that wasn't in that space. And I was like, fuck, I should not interact with anything while my focus is this broken. So just know. Just know. If you're a streamer, and it's within my power to do so, I am always there. Focus is often split. Because generally I am busy if I'm not the one streaming. There's plenty of other stuff going on, but if it's within my ability to do so, I am always there. So if you're here and you know that I support you to any capacity, know that whether I'm talking or not, I am probably hanging out. Always there watching. I mean, I would like to be watching more than I am if I'm not interacting, but lurkers are absolutely the backbone of Twitch, genuinely. Never ever feel bad about not being able to pay full attention to a stream. Just being there is a huge boon. Are you alive? Every bread you bake. For a while, too. While I was at work, I could only have one person at a time because I would watch on my phone. But I have just started opening Twitch on the work laptop that I'm sitting at. So I don't have any way to listen from the work laptop. But if you're streaming it while I'm at work, I am watching. Just nice seeing familiar names. Absolutely. Absolutely. Literally at work now. Yeah. And I appreciate it. I like knowing that to somebody, I am the streamer that so many others are for me. Genuinely. Because, like, most of the people I watch tend to actually be in, like, a time zone ahead of me. Most of them. At least ahead, like, at least a time zone ahead of me. Alarm rings in 6 hours. I'm sorry. I wanted more than anything to start this sooner. Fuck up his game of truck Tetris. Tragic. Tell them my delivery guy story. I don't fucking... I might get heated. Genuinely, I might get, like, a little unpleasant if I recount it. Get spiced. Basically, like, the short of it is, we get the coffee, like, we get our coffee in on pallets, right, naturally, because we're getting, like, 1,200 pounds of coffee at a time, minimum, usually. In the meat tunnel. Just wait. This game has a lot of that. Were you given a keyboard or did you purchase a keyboard? His load vanishes whenever he completes a row. No, so coffee heavy. Bags are typically 60 to 70 kilo. Which is like what, 140 to 150 something pounds, if not more. Not light. It's like 10 to 12 60 to 70 kilo bags on a pallet, right? That's kind of the format that it's shipped in. Somehow, pretty much every fucking time we get a delivery from this one specific courier, something goes wrong. Just every time. So consistently we tell them, coffee gets delivered to the front of the building, because that's where the door for the roastery is. Anything going out back is usually for the kitchen, because it's easier for the kitchen to get to. But if it's going to the roastery, it's out front. Especially if it's coffee. Because we're not dragging 1,200 plus pounds through the building. There's no feasible way. Somehow, consistently, even though we tell them every single time that it's never delivered out back, they try to bring the truck out back first, and then we have to tell them, no, you need to pull that around to the front. And they get pissy with us. And it's like, we've told you every single fucking time you come here that it goes out front. Every single time. Every single goddamn time. And still, somehow, they try to park out back. So, this time, they did it again. Naturally. Building also has, like, a massive fucking lake behind it. So, the grass behind the building, like the whole stretch of yard behind the roastery, is, like, basically a marsh. It's just wet. It's shitty, wet, soppy, soft ground. So this guy, first of all, like, pulls down the narrow road forward, usually to, like, offload the trucks. They need to back in. So he was already in the wrong by driving down it forward. And upon realizing this, asked my coworker if he could just pull into the grass to turn around, at which point my coworker was like, no, like, absolutely not, the ground is too soft, you will sink. Buddy still proceeds to drive like 10 feet into the grass anyway and get stuck. So he's stuck in the back of the building waiting for a tow with coffee that we've been desperately waiting for, when it shouldn't have even been out back to begin with. And then finally, when he gets it pulled out front, where it was supposed to be from the beginning, we look at him back the truck up, and we're like, he doesn't have one of the little, like, the raising beds. So there's, like, a lot of the trucks have a little platform that collapses into the back of it, that folds out and then lowers, like a little lift, right? We have told them twice now that the truck has to have one of those because we don't have a forklift. We're not a warehouse. So they need a way to offload it with their pallet jack. Truck did not have one of those. We're like, we've told you guys several times that we cannot take a pallet unless you have a way to lower it. Why are you still sending trucks that can't lower it? So that's strike two. Final strike for this fucking guy was somehow between the warehouse that they were shipping it from and our building, which is like maybe 15 minutes Like, once it lands in town, they are not far from us. At all. The pallet collapsed. The plastic had broken and the coffee bags were just everywhere in the back of the truck. And he had the audacity to try and get us to, like, bomb the bags down off the truck. These are 150 pounds. No, you abso-fucking-lutely cannot bomb the bags off the back of the truck, you absolute fuckwit. Like, what the hell possessed you to think that was even a remote concept? So, coworker and one of the bosses had more than a couple phone calls with the delivery company to be like, man, this is like, I think we've had one like problem-free delivery from you in all the times that you've delivered to us. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Like, what? Like, are you just handing out truck licenses to fucking anyone who rolls up to your business? What's happening here? Like, come on, man. What the fuck do you think you're doing? So anyway, that was my Monday. We told him straight up, like, several times your drivers have tried to get us to help them offload their trucks. That's not our job. And it's also, frankly, a liability that we would sue you for if anything happened to one of our employees. So... Doesn't that feel better? I don't know. Did they get an answer what's going on? Not directly, but allegedly the guy is going to talk to his employees, and if it's fucked up next time, I don't know what we're going to do. The thing is, like, we can't really... Like, we don't choose who it goes through once it lands in the province. It just gets shipped to whoever receives it, right? It's like, it's coming from Montreal, so it does have a bit of a distance to travel to get to us. It sounds like they did not want to do their... yeah, I don't know. I hope I hope they get it figured out, but with the track record, I'm not confident, you know? Time will tell. My fingers are crossed. I just don't know how they fuck it up, like, every time. Like, it's excessive at this point. I am lost now. You'll have to bear with me a sec. I was too busy visualizing the pile of coffee laying in the back of the truck and not paying attention to where I was running around. So I have currently no mental map, and I haven't found the map yet. That was locked. Anyway, we did end up just pulling the bags off the back of the truck. After telling the driver, like, listen, this is not happening again. Because we desperately needed the coffee, so. Stuck in the mud. Yeah, it was... The best part is he had the audacity to, like, pin it on my coworker, even though my coworker was like, no, man, you literally cannot drive into that grass. You will sink and get stuck. And then Buddy sunk and got stuck. Like, And he had the audacity to be like, bro, come on, man. Fucking idiot. Just absolute fucking mung bean of a human being. Like, wanna fight the least? Yeah, he's not like a large dude, but he would fight. He would fuck someone up. Absolutely fair. The the VOD will, as always, be posted, so you will not miss the UFO end. But also, as a sneaky little sneak, I had the thought that it would be fun to try and compile the three of them into a micro video. So if I hold myself to that, I will also share that once it exists, if it exists. So I vocalized it as partially a pressure and partially a manifestation. So have a lovely sleep. And we will catch you next time. And have like the loveliest day tomorrow. Also, the old ads are about to hit in about 30 seconds, so apologize for them's. I am just gonna keep meandering around trying to regather my my bearings. I know this particular area turns in on itself in a few different points. I should be able to figure it out. Ow. Let me go catch my breath outside. Apparently I'm fine again. This is not the way to the map anyway. I don't even remember what's in here. I don't know if anything's in here. Maybe a door that I haven't seen. There they are. It's like they're somewhere. They're taking their time this time. This might have just been a kill room, which is also fine since I need to kill stuff, but just like I know the map was not deep into this level. And I would not be able to retrace my steps back to the beginning now. Having the map would fix all of my problems right now. At least we're clearing stuff out. once we regather our sense of direction, we will have fewer enemies to deal with. That's why I missed it, because I was like, I don't need the mace. Okay. Where have we been? Where do we need to go? No, there's an empty bottle somewhere. I've been pretty much everywhere. God damn. There's an empty bottle somewhere. Spooky Yuki clouds on the horizon. Yeah. The weather's been so fucking weird. And like, I know we know why. I know we know why it's been weird, but like, it's been weird. The bottle was there the whole time. Alright. Should be quick from this point. Hi, L. You're not as close as I thought you'd be. Okay, so the... Yeah. Place I need to go, I think, was these ones. Left, long hallway, right. Ah, sorry. Welcome back from the ads. Now they've been done for a moment. But welcome back, all the same. We got the map. We're back on it. I believe I need to go down this one first. If I'm recalling correct, this has the fuel. Yeah, okay. Hi, pal. Do you appreciate that they kind of home in on, like, everything? It's like, those two got killed as well. And I couldn't even see them. That's pretty sweet. It does run out of energy pretty quick. But it's strong, so I'll forgive it. Also, that was the 2-hour ad break. Please make sure you're stretching. Don't forget to hydrate. Snacks if you need them. You're not going to miss a significant amount. Gotta do your self-care. I'm going to keep powering through because this one is intended to be a little short and sweet. And also I feel like I'm possibly racing against the migraine returning, so I don't want to faff about too much. You know? I want to make sure we're keeping a decent pace so that it doesn't catch me off guard. So, I'm gonna break my own habits a little bit and just keep powering through so that we finish at a reasonable time. Forgive me for not doing all my proper stretches. I promise you I will once I'm done. I do still have my beverages. I am trying to keep hydrated. Ban the migraine, please. To death with it. Water sounds like a good idea. It's always a good idea. Drink up. True and fair, and it's been decreed, so I have two as well. Everyone drink. There, a couple big gulps. Some big ones. See, the fact that I can just walk into a room and lay everything out with it, it's pretty good. It's a pretty fucking good weapon. House in process of being moved. Made of fountain. Busy. Danger, keep out. Zap the worm. Oh. My life. It is gone. Alright, so with that, we should be on approach to the office. I don't think there's much left of the sewer. I could be wrong. Think about hydrating. Forgotten to put the safety latch on my drinks bottle. Oh no. Well then. You're welcome for an avoided disaster. That would have been tragic. Even if nothing happened for it, it's still just like, it's such a nuisance to have to clean up a spill. Sentient toddler? That's not true. Spills don't happen that often. They really do not happen that often. Don't be selling yourself short. Then you don't have to sell yourself short because you've already got the short. You're fine. Relax. It's cool. Be cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright. We made it. Sort of. First is getting to the other building, and then we made it. Cups are always too small. That's tragic. Spilling coffee breaks my heart. Foam edges would probably be good just to avoid bruising. Because, I've had a nasty thing the last couple days where I'm just constantly stubbing my fucking toes. Usually I'm pretty good. My, like, general spatial awareness is, I would say I have above average spatial awareness. I tend to be more aware of my surroundings than the average individual. But, like, my fucking foot the last few days, I swear to God, I've stubbed the same foot 3 or 4 times. And, like, it's getting bad. I don't know what's happening. The latest one was I fucking somehow misjudged the top step. And the very top step, like, our stairs are carpeted, but the very top is, like, where the hallway begins. So it's standard, what are the floors called? It's not a hardwood, but it's made to look kind of like a hardwood. Whatever, it has a metal cap at the top of the stairs. So the one stair that laminate, yeah, it's got laminate flooring. So the one fucking stair that I misjudge, I kick the metal cap at the top of the staircase. Fam, it did not feel good. Oh my God. Just like, you know those hits you take where you're like, I know nothing is broken, but like, did I just break something? It was one of those, you know? I know I'm fine, but like, am I fine? It was bad. Rose, that one breaks my heart. It's the worst feeling ever, being like, yes, fresh, clean, wonderful. And then less so, immediately. Foot is attempting to breach the personal hitbox. Alright. So, we are in the office buildings. This is fundamentally the last area that we have to traverse before the end. We are in the end of it. We are in the end of it. Hello, Mitty. Welcome in. We are indeed in the office. This is, this is the final in a micro series we've kind of been running, where I'm actively working on getting the UFO ends. Come on, pal. Just let me back out. Let me reset. Let me recalibrate. None of that was good. So we are finally doing the Silent Hill 3 UFO, because it's definitely the one that takes, like, the most setup. So we ran through 1 and 2, like, basically back-to-back weeks, and then this one, I was like, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of playing offline. I'll get back to you on this one. And we're finally here. We're finally here, so... Come on, dogs. I'm almost tempted to just fucking pull out the pistol for the dogs. I'm gonna be real. I hate them. One of the worst spills you've done? I don't know. Tupper. I think better of you than logging your spills. What do you take me for? No. Why would I do that? Tough spills. Set up a firebot command. You log them every time you spill something. It's fucking messy. You're fine, dude. You guys are actually very distracted. I should have left you alone. Just got punched in the back of the goddamn head. Oh, I'm fully out of energy. You good now, Heather? Took a moment to breathe. Feeling fine? Big dudes used to scare you. They're intimidating. This was, like... Generally, I'm not... You falling down is including Spillcutter? Dude. Tupper. Come on now. No, generally, I'm not, like... To preface, kind of the whole concept behind my space on Twitch as a whole is that, like, I'm not uncomfortable with horror, and I'm not scared by it. So I'm like, I'll play the spooky games so that people who are less comfortable playing spooky games has someone to just like vibe and play with. That's the gist, the general gist. This is the only game in the franchise that had me feeling like genuine tension the first time I played it. And it was less like a natural, like, just stuff is scaring me fear, and more of a, like, I'm low on resources and I don't know what's coming. That kind of fear. Just like, I could die and I don't know what to do about it because I don't have anything. Like, the enemies were all so tanky and the resources felt so sparse. It was a hard game the first time. I'm better now, but goodness. The very first time through this game was like, it was a rough go. So, I'm not at all surprised. I'm not at all surprised that the big dudes were scary because they're a fucking wall. Like, they're not easy to get past, and they absorb so much of your resources.
Sexy.
Have I? I don't think I've gone everywhere up here, have I? Maybe I have. I definitely have. Alright. Mailbox holders stop requesting scans for obvious spam mail. I'm sorry. Just tell them they're dumb. Hi, y'all are stupid. Y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm sure that'll go over well. Right, you are locked. Yes, 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 you are. Those are just the washrooms. I don't think any of the washrooms in this area open. One of you is still alive. Hey, pal. How you going? I forgot you were in here. Sorry to interrupt. I know there's nothing else in here, but we're tangoing now.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Alms. Hope you're doing well. Hold it together after Custer got mad. 2-day international shipping being too expensive. Oh, sorry about your teeny tiny worldview. DHL overnight to London. Yeah, genuinely. Like, that's wild. Passing by on the way to bed, absolutely valid. I know it's it's late for you there. Well, we appreciate the hello. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep well and sweetest dreams. Yeah, almost 2. I mean, that's close enough to almost for me. It's almost 2. It counts. A sleep well earned, I would say. Ah, yes, that door. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. That's such a good one, too. You genuinely have, like, all the best emotes. I don't know where you find them all. You've got an incredible collection. But yes, sweet dreams. Take it easy. Yes, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the gallery. Stuff's missing there. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. This is... locked. Katana. We're not using it, but I want it. Katana can come with. Simple, easy to read. Silent Hill 2 remake. Gave you the hardest time? Did it. No, it's fair. I'm just like... I can never remember where I am or what I'm doing at any given time, so I'm just a chronic map opener. Like, universally. No matter how many times I play a game, I will check my map like every 10 feet. It's just a given. Currently, today is like an exception. But I mentioned I'm doing like a deep dive of the Resident Evil series. And I feel really bad most of the time while folks are watching that one because like the number of times I stop and open my map in the same room. Like I take like 2 steps and then check my map to be like, wait, where was it going? And then take another 3 steps in the same room. Open it again and I'm like, no, I need to go left there. All right. But like that left is not for another like 3 or 4 different hallways. It's like, just take it one room at a time. You can do it. You can do it. Go northbound on such and such road. Yeah. See, I feel like I must drive people absolutely nuts because I also have like a pretty I'm pretty strict about no backseat. Like, I will very, very blatantly ask directly at chat if I want help. So it must drive people fucking nuts when I'm like running in the same circle for a half hour and just not asking, but also giving people shit if they try to tell me. Like, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I will figure it out. Eventually. Alright, we're here. We got it. Fortunately, like, with the puzzles, I know them all at this point. My brain is really good at retaining the puzzles most of the time. Like, even if I can't remember, like, some of the codes, I'll forget. But I don't have to resolve how to find it. So that helps. That definitely helps the pace. I just will stumble around the map again after I've figured out the puzzles. And I'll never remember where the items are specifically. I know what items I need. I just won't remember where they're located. And that's, you know, it's part of the journey. Or along on that ride. It's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, we'll save. Okay. This area really shouldn't take that long. At least we are on approach to the other world segment here soon. Jerky. Yeah, that's it. Pretty sure. No, this is it. That one's the other world. Is there anywhere else I want to go in here? Probably not, actually. Whatever, we have a goal. We have one specific goal. We don't need to see everything. Hello?
It's being invaded by the other world.
Hi, Dad.
The world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
Okay. Let's go then. So this is it. We are literally final stretch. So that's not bad. That's not bad, considering how lost I was getting for no reason. Also, I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Pretty sure I missed this interaction when I was playing offline to set this up. I didn't intend to. I just missed this door and realized I didn't see Vincent. Unless I just was not paying attention. And you can't skip that, and I'm lying through my teeth. But I'm pretty sure... No, yeah, I would have had to have come in here. Never mind. I have to be lying. I don't think I... Interesting. What happened then? Because I feel like I didn't get that cutscene. Anyway. Good old Vincent, yeah. He's something. Certainly good at making you feel some type of way. Starting the attack way too late. Okay, so I have... One part of puzzle. Why stop spinning, please? Where the hell am I trying to go? Actually, one of the elevators just works now, doesn't it? No. Elevator comes into play at some point. Yes, elevator do. Elevator do just work. I think this is the one I want to go to first. I don't remember how many floors are accessible. This probably won't be the most efficient run through this space to get all me stuffs, but that's just how it's gonna be. Come on, man. Buddy? Buddy pal? I mean, I guess if I can just attack you through the wall, that's also valid. I'll take that. Where are you, pal? There you are. That might be where I want to go after finding all the pieces I need, right? I believe this is the art room. Yeah, so I'm not ready for this yet. Hey, pal. I will add you to my list. Without hesitation. Thank you for your service. Why aren't you dead? Oh, there's one behind you. Well, I will add you both to my list. Thank you kindly. And good night. Yes, I do need this. So I just need the meat. I need to remember where the meat is. I want to get that checked. Third or fourth floor. Timelines of having to wait for things. Rebuilt is gonna get really annoying. Yeah. Whatever asks how the meat though. I mean, you're right. We should start. As soon as I find it. As soon as I find it, I'll ask it. How's that?
I've got to save Cheryl.
You are locked. Yes, you are. Of course you are. It is not the fourth floor. What floor? It was the second, wasn't it? So it's somewhere on the first floor. Has to be. It's gotta be first floor. With the it at the door. Resident Gremlin Companion? Yes, this is Tupper. The Tupper How is my soon wife. Wife companion. Soon wife. There's meat. How's meat? For some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. Hope it's not rotten. Well, I hope most things aren't rotten, but the hope doesn't get very far with a lot of people, unfortunately. Who told you? Yeah. You did, kinda. It was you. What the absolute shit. Hold up, hang on. No, we're good. Never mind. Never mind. Yes, where was... Art room. Art room. Art room. This way. This way, art room. And then we go... around the corner. We'll let them dogs just yapping away. If that was us, and you lived in our apartment, you would be evicted. We're not allowed. You can't do it. What is that one? That's such a fun one. I haven't seen that before. Little rotating star. A joy one? That makes sense. You know, that tracks. Oh yeah, this is stairs. I was like, what is in here again? The story. The priestess and the monster. Do I need to read the whole story? I hope not. What did she say about it? I missed it. Whatever. She said something about that not being the beginning, but as long as she reads the words for the ending of the story, it doesn't matter. Hey, buddy, fuck off. Get out of here. You know what? You too. Got another one wandering around too. My turn for the Uchis? I'm sorry. I am sorry. What is the pressure doing right now? Ow, I forgot about him. What an asshole. I swear I get baited by that every single time. Come on, fella. So anyway. So anyway. End of the red plummet, heading into a yellow plummet. Great, wonderful. Roughly where is it sitting right now in the value? Gross. Yeah, I can definitely still feel that little right there, you know? That squeeze in the side of my brain. Right, coin, vending machine. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. All right, I'm gonna be super real with y'all. I'm gonna run my ad break 10 minutes early because I really need to pee. So I'm gonna put music on really quick and stretch my legs. I was hoping to hold out, but I drink too much fluid. That's just, you know, I have the opposite issue with hydration in that I don't stop. I don't stop hydrating. So do a little stretch. Refill your drinks if you need to. I won't be long, I promise. Here's the tunes. We'll see you shortly. Alright. It's just one of those things, you know? I realized I was not going to outpace the next ad break before finishing the game, and upon realizing that, my body was like, alright, well, fucking, I quit. So, that was the predicament we were in. Such is life. C'est la vie, as they say. Alright, alright, alright. Just making sure I have some lurks in order. Wonderful. It should not be long. We are very genuinely in like the final push. So what was that key for? That was the life insurance, which is first floor. Ow. Buddy. Do you need to be behaving like that? Buddy? How? Can I, like, get by, please? Fucko? You twat. Those things were my bane. No coffee or sugar for that monster anymore. Yeah, privilege is lost. Frankly, all privilege totally lost. That said, I should kill that other one too. I'm pretty sure we've definitely killed everything we need to, right? But I want to be extra certain. I didn't realize you were a dog. There's another dog over there. Goodness me. Alright, well. Good night. Okay. So the ending of this one will probably turn into a little bit of a yap sesh, because I feel like there really is not long at all left before we hit the end, so I'm gonna feel a little bad running an ad break and then like finishing the game. So we'll sit and chat for a second. Yeah, because life insurance door. What was it? No, this is wrong. This is all wrong. Was it just that one? I think it's just this one door. I'm being foolish. The ending of the story is in here somewhere to kill that monster by the door, keeping us locked in here. Have a little snacky poo on one of your pals? Come on now. I'm out of ammo. He does not care. I'm still hungry. That hurt, but I need to feast. And now, death becomes you. For your folly. For your gluttony. Read the words, Heather.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
That was the sound of death. Madam. No, that's the door. That's the door right there. All right. Hope y'all are ready. Hope I didn't fuck up. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure that's all it was. Just kill a minimum of 33 enemies with the beam. Surely we did much more than that. Wait, yeah, this is apartment. Moment of fucking truth. God, this game's setup for it is so much longer. And the execution is so much more vague that I'm like genuinely kind of nervous about whether I got it or not. Are we ready? This should be it. This is the end. If all has gone well. Moment of truth.
I'm home, Dad. Listen, something crazy is going on.
Cheryl, what happened?
Well, it's like this. And that's about it.
Oh, my poor little Cheryl. I can't believe that. I'm going to Silent Hill, and I'm gonna bust some heads.
Oh, Dad, you're the coolest!
Just raise the whole town. God. No, never sick and tired of the UFO ending. I am being honest. Never ever. The Silent Hill song. Oh, I love these games so much. They're just so good, man. I just imagine the assembly of the song on like a little fucking Casio keyboard. Douglas.
とかやたら早いし磯の香りするしそれはね魚屋さんだから
Sells fish on the sly. Oh my god. Just literally deteriorating the whole time. Yeah, it's after the forced birth of a god. Yeah, it's a little wild. Well, they're all dead now, so it's fine. Ending type revenge. The fact that that one's called revenge is fucking hilarious. Anyway, that's the trilogy. Thought they shoot in the air and celebrate. It definitely sounded like they were being gunned down. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. So like I said, despite that being the end of the trilogy of Team Silent UFO endings, finally witnessed the true Silent Hill story. And like, let's be real here. Let's be real here. They're the only ones with a continuity between one another, so surely they're the only canon ones, right? No. We've seen all 3 UFO endings, but as I said, I haven't gotten UFO in the remake yet. So, that is on the agenda for eventually. I don't know when for sure we're gonna roll that one, but we are gonna roll that one. It will happen. That's like, I want to 100% that game. It's one of the few that I care enough to go through 100%. So it's gonna happen eventually. That's just not immediate because we have We have so many Resident Evil games to get through. We have so many. Let me pull up the list again. Yeah, so as a reminder, Friday will be the last of the Gun Survivor titles, with Dead Aim. And that one's going to be interesting because that is the one that plays a little bit more like a traditional third-person fixed camera survival horror, but the combat snaps into first person. So it will be a different experience than the previous two Gun Survivors. My fingers are crossed that it is a good time. Because listen, those Gun Survivor games, they were kind of stinkers. They really were. I had fun, but they were stinkers. They were certainly an experience of all time. So Friday, hopefully we experience one that will be a really good time. And then Saturday for our long day. Outbreak. We got to dive into the Outbreak game, which I have actually been seeing, like, with the excitement around RE9. I've been seeing people sharing how to play Outbreak online more than I ever would have expected to over the last couple days. Tornado game? No, Resident Evil Outbreak. So there were two spin-off titles on the PS2. I guess, like, technically they're one game, because File 2 was what they used to call a standalone expansion, which to me literally just means a sequel that didn't have, like, new resources made for it or whatever, you know? But they're... Let me pull up the info for it again. They were interesting in that they were one of, like, the small handful of games on the PS2 that utilized its online functionality. Because, believe it or not, the PS2 had online functionality. But they... Where is it here? Depicts a series of episodic storylines occurring within Raccoon City. So it's gonna happen sometime around the time of 2 and 3. But it's like a bunch of different minor characters instead of like one story with a character to experience. So that'll be something. That'll be something different. I really don't know quite what to expect. This here says that it controls similar to the remake of the first game. But being, like, episodic, I don't know how long each episode is going to take. So this one might be longer. So there are 5 individual scenarios in this game, which are not set in chronological order. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever. There are 8 characters, so I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's the beginning of Outbreak is set a couple days after the initial outbreak of the T-Virus in Raccoon City, so that's wild. That's really wild. Of course. Of course. I'm sure it's getting close to bedtime, so I'm sure I'll be able to sleep it off, but no, it was time to close that chapter. We had to get the last UFO ending. I'm glad you were able to catch it. Like I said, I don't want to promise it, but I will explore the idea of taking those 3 endings and compiling them into a little video for everyone. If I can chop them up in a way that feels coherent. 'Cause it's been long enough since they were streamed that I don't remember them super well in terms of like how things rolled out, so pardon. No, we'll get it. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm just reading a little bit about this now. I guess I don't want to read too much. It is fun when the games are blind, fresh blind experiences. So I don't want to educate myself on it too much before we jump in. But no, it'll be fun. That one will be an interesting one. So that'll be Saturday. Dead Aim, we should be able to finish Friday. I don't think that'll be an issue. It's still listed as a shorter game, just a little bit longer than the other 2 Gun Survivors. Because it is, as far as what I've read has advertised, it is less of an arcade styled experience. So we'll get there. We'll get there. But after, I've said already, but after we finish Outbreak and Outbreak File 2, we're on to what I would say is like the second half of the franchise. Because immediately after File 2, we jump into the original RE4. Which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for that one. Because that one, even though I've never personally played it, that one was very much my original exposure to the franchise. And kind of arguably like one of the gateway games into thinking about horror at all for me. Because I would just go over to a friend's house and watch him play it like over and over again. So I've seen most of the game, but it's never been in like a coherent start to finish, so I don't know where everything is going to occur once I'm playing it. That part will all still be new. So rain coming? Oh boy. Oh boy. Your favorite for sure. A lot of people share that sentiment. And, like, what I know of it, for good reason. It's just a fucking good game. It revolutionized a lot of stuff in a lot of different ways. And I know there are, like, survival horror purists who kind of despise it for the direction that the series went afterward. But, like, it's ranked amongst some of the best games of all time. You know? If you look up best video games of all time, it will be on the list. Yeah, just to prove my point, I typed that. Pulled up a random list. This one happens to be Metacritic, and it is number 20. with a Metacritic score of 96 out of 100. So, there you go. I will say it is only number 20. Because there are, like, there are like 12 games that are all scored 97. And also, it's not the only game scored 96, so it's kind of like, I would say it's technically ranked 4 on this list, because they have Ocarina of Time at 99 out of 100, taking the number 1 spot. They have Soul Calibur and Grand Theft Auto 4 tied for 2nd. And then they've got 12 games for 3rd. And however fucking many games, they've ranked 96 points in 4th. So, like, it's up there. It's fucking up there. No, good game. Excited for it. And then after that, we're finally into the Resident Evil games. At least some of them that I had played prior to this whole endeavor. Because again, before all of this, the only ones that I had personally ever finished were 5, 6, and 7. So, I was really, really unfamiliar with this franchise, and I would like to say that is no longer the case. We've played a lot of Resident Evil over the last month or so. We've played a lot of Resident Evil. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a way to afford 9. Because now that I'm doing all this, it only feels right that we play 9 kind of as soon as it's playable, right? It seems silly to do this massive deep dive and then not explore 9. We'll cross that bridge. We have till February, was it? February something? February 20, yeah. February 2026. I thought they put a date on it. Did they not? That's fine. Whatever. But yeah. Oh, I am also really excited to get to Village. I've somehow remained very largely unspoiled for that one. Not by any, like, deliberate effort. I have. I've just managed. Village's second favorite? That's good shit. That's good shit. I've heard literally nothing but good about it. I'm just shocked at how little I've heard in terms of content. I know 7 was a treat. 7 was the first one that I'd finished in a very long time. Yeah, it was the second game that I finished, actually, looking at the thinking back on how it played out. Because I played 5 with that same friend that I used to watch. I used to watch said friend play 4. So when 5 came out, he came over for the weekend and we rented 5. And we played it start to finish over that weekend together. But that was like when it came out. And then like a year or two ago, I played 7 personally. And after that, I replayed 5 and then played 6 with one of my brothers. And now we're doing this. Now we're playing all of them. Bit by bit. Never played it yourself? It's a good one. Like, I really enjoyed my time with 7. It was kind of a lightning in a bottle moment, really. 'Cause prior to that, Capcom's reputation was kinda in the shitter. Because they had established a reputation of kind of destroying their franchises. So they had all these major franchises, and they were like licensing them off to a bunch of random studios to make sequels that people decided they hated. It was a rough time. It was a rough time for their games. And then 7 got announced. And I remember there was negativity and skepticism until the demo. And that opinion shifted fucking dramatically. Like, it was an aggressive shift in the opposite direction. And now 7 is highly, highly regarded. And after playing it, I get it. Like, it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I am stoked to experience it again. Genuinely. And I haven't played the DLCs. I own the DLCs now. I don't know if I'll play all of the DLCs. Because I know some of them aren't really, like, stories at all. They're just kind of like, here's a spooky segment to make you cringe. But there are, I believe, 2 additional like micro campaigns to run through. That I would like to experience. When I bought Village, it came with the DLC. I'm missing 5's DLC. I really want to get that before we get to that one. And I'm missing Separate Ways for the remake of 4. So I'm going to try to get my hands on that too. I was hoping that they would go on sale with that past Capcom sale. They did not. That's fine. 7's did, and I bought 7's DLC at that point, but the other 2 didn't. So I'm still keeping an eye out. Worst case scenario, they're not like the most expensive things in the world, so I could just like, I could buy them as I need them, you know? And that probably wouldn't put me back too much, so. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do want to get them either way. But yeah. I also know once we hit that second half of the franchise, I am pretty sure our pace for getting through titles is going to slow down. Because I'm pretty sure most of them, even like the spin-offs, are full-blown games that tie into the overall story and have like a genuine length to them. So we're not going to be hitting any more like playing Gaiden in 1 session or running through the Survivor titles in a few hours. It'll just be, here's a campaign, probably minimum 2 streams each. But that's fine, right? We're all here for the ride. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose. I could keep rambling, but I should start getting ready for bed, so. I should. I'm pretty sure tomorrow is going to be a pretty long work day, so. That was a good one. That was a good one for that. That does remind me, actually, too, while I'm here and thinking about it. Let me pull up the other VOD so that I can check back on the highlight and figure out what the hell I was trying to save. Because I don't remember. I don't remember at all what it was. Hello? Where is it? Yeah, you have a marker. Alright. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted. Doing behind the scenes stuff when I shouldn't. Not yet. I'm gonna head off. It's a little after 9:30 here, so I still have time to do some wind down before bed, get cozy. So, we'll do the send off. So let me find a song actually. Don't want to just cut off in the middle of a random track. A snuggle. Hit me with one of those Silent Hill 4 vocal tracks, actually. We'll fuck that up. Yeah, this is a good one. This will be the send-off. Alright. As per always, thank you so much to everyone who hung out. I'm glad we finally closed that little chapter. Was it everything you hoped it would be? I do hope. I do hope that we get some really fun Silent Hill news on Thursday. I know it'll be nice to see more or hear more about F, but I really hope the and more includes some Silent Hill. You know? Time will tell. We can wish all we want. We'll get what we get. That's just how it is. So, until then, I mean, fuck it. Like, you know, if they announce anything or discuss anything of genuine note, I'm gonna be losing my shit. So, you'll definitely hear about it. Like, day of. But otherwise, I'll be back Friday. Around 5 p.m. Eastern, as per always, for some Resident Evil Dead AIM. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see what's up. But until then, I hope whatever you do from here, you have yourself a lovely little time. Stay as cozy as possible. Stay as chill as possible. We'll see y'all next time. Ta-ta! Have a good night. I'm gonna sleep well. Bye.